First of all, dignitaries on the dais, a special mention for our Honorable Minister, for the Chief Guest. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot that you have come to support this very good cause. And good afternoon to everyone. So we all know, besides food and clothing for any human being, the next thing most important for a nation to build and rise to become a great nation is education, right?
నమస్కారం. నేను మీ డాక్టర్ చిన్నమై లంజిరెడ్డిని. గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ సమస్యల పరిష్కారానికి మీ గొంతుకనే వస్తున్నాను. మీ మద్దతు నాకు అందించి నా అభ్యర్థిత్వాన్ని బలపరిచి మొదటి ప్రాధాన్యత ఓటు వేసి గెలిపించాలని ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాను. భారత్ మాతాకి జై.
So I think we have been doing pretty well in education. I think we are doing a pretty good strides in education. Our next thing is the education obviously continues into building our careers to build this great nation. And for that, we need this gap to be filled. And it's a big thanks to the Infosys Foundation and Nirman, who have not only opened this center, but they have also opened the doors to this aspiration youth. So the youth, I would say especially the underprivileged and maybe from the rural areas, don't you think they have aspirations? Even they also have. But then what is happening? They are having these gaps, the skill gaps, especially in the communication. Most of the people, if they are actually studying in their mother tongue, when it comes to careers, translating back to English is a challenge for them. And I think these skill institutions is what is going to help these people, which is really such an important step to open their careers and realize their dreams. So now this is just not only, teaching them the needed skills. In fact, I spoke to someone else. It's also about mentoring. Because what happens is, most of these students, like what I said, with the aspirations they have, they're not even sure what they want. You just can't push them, okay, you just go to engineering, which is to some extent we have to blame ourselves as parents, where we just sort of push them, no, you do engineering or you do this or that. But I think, the mentoring will really help them to find out what they really want to do as a career. And that is where they will really succeed and go high. Because if we are just going to push them in one direction, which the interest is not there, they're not going to succeed. Sometime or the other, they will fall apart. So we have to find out what is the passion they have. And so I'm very happy to hear that you're also collaborating this mentoring, right? So because this is extremely important, because most of our organizations, we have in-house mentoring. In fact, I come from organization which all of you know, the IT Association of Andhra Pradesh, or called ITAP. I was also the past chairman for Confederation of Indian Industry, CII, Indian Women Network, where we did a lot of mentoring for the women. Because generally in careers, women are the ones right now are facing a lot more challenges trying to balance their life. So we've been doing mentoring, and we have mentors across many industries mentoring all these women mentees. So I think it is extremely important. I don't want to take more time, but last but not the least is important thing is the collaboration. So I'm really very happy you started something, but important things which I know Mr. Suresh will realize that is collaborating with the industry. Because unless you collaborate and find out what the industry needs, all this effort is not going to really take off very well. I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but this is a fact. Because we've been trying to all the time even talk to the government and telling them, which has actually changed drastically, where they're really connecting to us. And I think this is what is going to really make the state take off also. The collaboration as to what is really needed. Simple example, I was just sitting down and I was looking at that, and I saw there for ITS, MS Office, Word, Excel and PPT. I don't know how many of you are reading, especially students. You need to be really aware of what's happening around. But PPT is becoming outdated now. There are so many more AI tools which are coming up. And this is what I'm trying to say. Please, unless we, the people who are actually imparting the skill, if we are not really updated, what are we going to really impart to them? So if they are not updated, then by the time they come to us for the interviews, it might not really be valid. So, which is why again it comes back to collaboration. So I think it's extremely important. Collaborate with us, send these people for internships if you are doing that also, because and that will definitely help them to know what is expected of them to be employable. So I think this is a great initiative. Thank you again very much, and congratulations to Infosys Foundation and Nirmal. I'm sure it will really take off. And my promise to you on behalf of ITAP and all the industry here, we are always here to help you out. Whether anything you want us to come and talk to the students, you want for any as mentors or anything, we are ready to collaborate with you. Thank you so much, and all the best to all the students.